Diddy trial closing arguments by the prosecutors against Diddy has began, and this is part 2, and they are jumping right into the kidnapping and the arson of Kid Cudi's car, so let's get into it. How about the kidnappings? They committed them both under California and New York law. Consider Cassie. Roger Bonds made her stay put. The defendant called Cassie an S, and he stomped on her face. She was disfigured. Roger Bonds caught her and brought her back. The defendant made her go to the London hotel on Sunset, so no one saw her. She wanted to go home to her mom, but no. It's clear that Cassie did not consent to staying in the London hotel. David James testified that the defendant demanded to see his search history if he had posted that the defendant assaulted Cassie in the club. Then there's Capricorn Clark. They made her take a lie detector test for days in an empty building in Manhattan. This was in 2004. They accused her of holding expensive jewelry that went missing. Uncle Paulie took her to the future headquarters of Bad Boy. She was tested for 5 lies. The man administering the test told her if she failed, she'd end up in the East River. In Central Park, the defendant told her if anything happened, he'd have to off her. David James, remember this? He was tested too, to get the rat out of the team. In December of 2011, Rubin helped the defendant kidnap Capricorn Clark. It started on December 22nd of 2011. The defendant banged on Capricorn Clark's door with a weapon. He was out for revenge. He barked an order at Capricorn. Get dressed, we're going to off Kid Cudi. They drove to Kid Cudi's house. The defendant had the weapon in his lap. This is kidnapping. He moved her a substantial distance. The defendant said that he wouldn't let her go until she brought him Cassie, who he kicked when she arrived and she fell into a fetal position. Cassie, who was with Kid Cudi that morning, testified about this. The officer who responded to the 911 call said he saw a black Escalade registered to Bad Boy. Then on January 12th of 2012, the defendant had Kid Cudi's car set on fire. Arson. Someone cut a hole in the roof of Kid Cudi's car and dropped in a Molotov. I'm not suggesting that the defendant cut the hole. He didn't even buy his own soup. You heard the voice notes. He said he was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car. What are the odds that he says it and it just happened? The coincidences just keep on coming. The defendant and Rubin just happened to be there a few weeks before. Kid Cudi was driving the same Porsche the night of the trespassing. What are the odds? Kid Cudi had conflict with no one except the defendant. Then D-Rock brought Kid Cudi to the defendant, who was looking like a Marvel supervillain. Years later, the defendant apologized to Kid Cudi. Then there's the bribery of the